Taylor Swift has given us so much to talk about over the last few days with the imminent release of her new album, The Life of a Showgirl. She's also kind of like walking us through some of the most notable showgirls in history and giving us an English lit lesson. We now know the track list for The Life of a Showgirl. There are 12 songs, and the first song is a song called The Fate of Ophelia. Interesting because in literature, the most famous Ophelia is the Ophelia in Hamlet. She is Hamlet's doomed lover. She loves Hamlet, he loves her, but then breaks up with her. Basically, Hamlet was kind of like an F-boy of his time. But even though the most common visual of Ophelia is of her drowning and lying in the water and drifting away and the hair kind of like, you know, all over her, what fewer people talk about is the fact that Ophelia was a singer. Ophelia actually sang her heartbreak, sang her disappointment, sang sort of all of her feelings. So Ophelia and Taylor Swift have a lot in common because Taylor Swift also sings about her breakups, her disappointments, her trials and tribulations. Ophelia was a showgirl. There's also another link to Ophelia because the first song on Taylor Swift's album Midnights was Lavender Haze. Now stay with me. The first song on The Life of a Showgirl is Ophelia. There is a lyric in Lavender Haze that reads, "The only kind of girl they see, is a one night or a while." Hamlet tells Ophelia, "Get thee to a nunnery." And back in the day, nunnery had two meanings, either a nunnery like a convent or a brothel, which corresponds to what Taylor was saying about a one-night kind of girl or a wife, like a wife of Jesus. Coincidence or conspiracy? The second song on The Life of a Showgirl, Elizabeth Taylor. Taylor Swift has referred to Elizabeth Taylor a lot in her music before. We know Elizabeth Taylor to be like a classic movie star, but we don't often appreciate that Elizabeth Taylor actually sang in some of her movies too. For example, Elizabeth Taylor sang in a movie called A Little Night Music. They didn't use her vocals in the final film, but she sang on stage during the performance, and her vocals are available for us to enjoy. Elizabeth Taylor was a showgirl. There's also a track called Father Figure. Now, these two words together, Father Figure, bring up George Michael. He had a song called Father Figure. And in the video for the song Father Figure, George Michael depicts a complicated relationship with a fashion model. Fashion models are showgirls. The fashion model in that video has a signature hairstyle. Black bob, blunt bangs. Well, take a look at this promo shot from Taylor's new album. She is dressed in showgirl clothing, but there is a very, very similar black wig, blunt bob from the Father Figure video. So what do we have so far? Showgirls from classic English literature, showgirls from classic Hollywood movies, and a showgirl from a classic music video. Taylor Swift is definitely giving us a deep dive into pop culture showgirls of the past, placing herself among them. Let us know what you think in the comments.